Hey guys, what's up? It's 193435 here, and welcome back to another video. And in today's video, so in today's video, a couple days ago, I've been posting a lot of Minecraft movie recreations in Minecraft, and I don't really have any other video ideas. There's obviously gonna be a lot more of those scene recreations, like in the upcoming days. But I just have to figure out what all the lines are. I can just use the Minecraft movie Junior novelizations, but I also have to find the actual scene because it goes on digital later today. So and I don't know where to find it, but I'll look. But anyway, guys, in today's video, I'm gonna show you all of the scenes of. So basically, I recreated all of the Minecraft movie scenes into one server, and in today's video, I'm gonna show you all the scene recreations, like a behind-the-scenes video, and I'm gonna show you where they were all filmed and how I builded them. Probably not how I builded them, but just the other things. So let's go on to today's video. We're gonna do them all in order. So let's go over to the first scene that I first built. The first scene, which the very first scene. And the very first scene, so the very first scene was Steve, Garrett, and Henry down in the redstone mines. Really cool. So this is where it was over here. This is the redstone mine hallway. Steve would be telling them like, "This is redstone, guys. You can make some crazy contraptions with it. It's really cool, and you can build some crazy cool stuff." So they're walking down. Garrett activates the traps, the dispenser traps that launches the cactuses out. But in my film, they're arrows. And Garrett runs through them, screaming like a little baby. He runs down here. He runs down there. I didn't. Sorry. He runs out and he jumps and he doesn't see where he's going and he falls down. And not only that, after he does that, he jumps on the slime block and then he falls onto a lever and opens the fat stash of diamonds that Steve keeps. And over here is actually where it was. This is Steve's diamond stash right here. Here's a little cool redstone trick. And you walk in and boom, here's the diamond stash. But we'll talk about that later in the video. So that was the redstone mine scene. And the second one that I recreated is the Enderman scene and the loot chamber scene. Okay, right here, this is where I filmed the entire Enderman scene. And spoilers ahead, if you haven't seen the recreation videos, go watch them before watching these videos. So, this is when Henry is, like, running from the two Vindicators. He's running down the hallway, and he's running, you know what I mean. He's getting chased, and then he sees a door in front of him, he runs through, and he shuts the door behind them. And then he's inside the loot chamber. And you think he's good, but then he turns around and sees all of these chests. He has to go look in every single one of them. He goes from chest to chest, not all of them. He finds some WHEAT because I don't want the captions to get it wrong. And so he finds that. He goes over to here, finds this, and overall just finds some cool stuff in each chest. Really cool stuff. And then he finds the orb of dominance inside this chest, and then an Enderman appears and he kills it. You know what I mean. And then he does kill it and starts digging down. So this is how I built it. Around here there's a bunch of windows. In that video I made, I didn't add a bunch of trees outside, but I did, and I also added some mushroom trees, if you can see, which looks really cool. Decided to upgrade it a little bit because after the video and realized, you know what? Since the woodland mansion can be found in a dark oak forest, I need to start putting some dark oak, I don't know, into the outside the house. What am I thinking? So this is the Enderman fight scene with Henry. That's really cool. Alright, the next scene is Steve's secret stash. So let's go over to there. Alright, here it is. This is Steve's secret stash. And I'm sorry for the iron golems everywhere. This is a really cool view with the mountain right next to it. So this is Steve's secret stash. We got a really cool sign. We got the windows and everything. We got a cool little cherry tree over there. We got some... Oh my gosh. Really? Raining? Don't worry. I know the code. Not really the code, but the hack for it to go back to normal. So like I said, this is Steve's secret stash. And let's go inside. We got Steve's secret stash. Spiders everywhere. So let's go in. Alright, let's check it out. So, and this is the main floor. We got an ender chest. Oh, I'm glitching again. We got a gold set of armor. And the secret stash. TNT, honey jar, or whatever. Honey potion, I think. We got a carved pumpkin, a leather cap, a book and quill, a water bottle, a bundle, watermelon, diamond helmet, firework rockets, the boots of swiftness, which is actually made with a cauldron and a leather armor that has blue dye, D-Y-E, a spyglass, a frog helmet, and more firework rockets. We got a lectern, a cool sign that says creepers, exploding creepers. We got the full we got the full diamond armor, full set, except for the leggings, because he doesn't have the leggings. Hey, wait a minute. If he doesn't have the leggings, then why on earth would he say full set? Whatever. Okay, we got the little cool villager that sits behind the desk. And if you guys can probably see, if you're probably wondering why I'm not going forward, it's because I actually used barrier blocks, and you can't see it because it's blocked. So you have to go around, and you cannot go anywhere near the villager. You know what? And there's a little bell. Here's a chest, and inside is the ender pearl Garrett finds. And then here's the local stuff. Blah blah blah. We got music discs. The stuff that that Steve or whatever, the villager sells, TNT, carved pumpkins, bundles, a picture of Dennis the wolf, Steve's teen wolf, candles, and a totem of undying. More music discs. And over here is the weapon room, as I like to call it. And in the middle of the room is the crafting table. We got axes, we got crossbows and bows and arrows. We got arrows up there, we got pickaxes, a lot of iron hose, a collection of shovels and iron swords, full iron set, barrels everywhere, an anvil, a furnace collection, and the wall of blades for days. And on the wall there's a trident. And there's a chain on the wall that's hanging down. And that is Steve's secret stash. Oh yeah, there's also really cool things with the lantern. That looks like a chandelier. It looks really cool. But guys, this is Steve's secret stash. And speaking of which, let's show you around the place. So this is the front of the building. Okay. This is the side of the building. Sorry, I got distracted by something. And here's the full sides. And the iron golems I added because there were zombies on the back, which were like a lot because they were just randomly there. Alright, but that was Steve's secret stash, and let's go on to the next one. Actually, speaking of which, unfortunately, the I Am Steve clip I recreated, unfortunately, was on a different server, and I deleted that one because that's why I got the server, to make that scene. So the next scene that we're going to go to is back into the mines, over there where I was just at. And this is the Steve's Diamond Stash, along with the escape from the Great Hog. Alright, back in the mines. And this is Steve's Diamond Stash. We got a crafting table, a purple bed. I'm pretty sure this is where Steve stays a couple times. There's there's a lot of diamonds. Really, really cool. There's diamond blocks. There's deep slate diamond ores, and then normal diamond ores. Really cool, really cool. We got a redstone rail, a lever with the redstone, and then they will go down. Steve, Garrett, and Henry will go down this entire mine shaft. Steve would say, like, there's a cool safe room over here. There's nothing actually over there, but they accidentally go the wrong way, and as it starts to glitch, you could see, yes, Steve's creeper farm. And yes, so they will like run through the minecarts. The Great Hog will be coming after them. There's nothing over here. It's just concrete, blue concrete and green concrete to make it look like the outside. Seriously, it's a bunch of creepers that my game is so lagging. And also I use barrier blocks, so that's why they're not moving through the rails. And of course, once they escape, let me go back outside. Oh my gosh, I am such an idiot. Go after the wait. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, there you go. They're better now. So that was Steve's secret cool diamond stash. And no, the scene's not over yet. But let's go back outside. Darn it, it's getting night out. Oh my gosh, I hate when it glitches like that. So they will make it out of there. Sorry. So yes, they will make it out, and that really cool thing is over here. I kind of destroyed it, and there's a bunch of mine carts over there. Kind of destroyed it. I kind of covered it up with a bunch of wood blocks. But this is what the aftermath looks like with all those creepers exploding. But I used TNT with an enchantment flame bow and arrow. Oh, sorry. Okay, I'm sorry about that. The charger came out, and I didn't even notice. So this spot right here is when the minecarts actually got out. Like, wait, so how the heck did it get out from there all the way over there? I don't know, but just a scene change. Remember, spoilers if you haven't watched the video. So the rail cart was stopped right here. Henry will yell at Garrett. Garrett reveals that his truth, that he's losing everything and he's alone. And Henry says that he wasn't alone and that he was really his friend. No, that he was his friend, and then they'll walk off to find the Woodland Mansion. And that's the Diamond Sash part. Alright, the next scene is actually really close from here. It's actually over here. Is the part where Henry, Garrett, and Steve. Oh my gosh. 2 times I had to change the weather. Okay, sorry. There we go. So this spot right here is when they would like be running like, guys, watch out, we gotta go, we gotta go. And they saw that they're on it. So yeah, they would like be running through here. They would realize like, oh no, they're on the cliff. What are they gonna do now? So Steve pulls out the electro wingsuits and slaps them on their on Steve and Garrett and Henry's backs. Garrett pushes Henry off, and they manage to escape from the piglins. And like I said in that video, there will be a part 2 to that electro chase scene. I just haven't figured out a date to it. But speaking of which, let's go on to the next spot. But unfortunately, like the I Am Steve part, that was on a different. Sorry. So the next scene I actually recreated was also on a different server. It was the part where Natalie and Dawn met Dennis the Wolf and but that wasn't a different server. It was actually on a flat grass server, and I had to like use so much bone meal. And that's so many trees for the background, and it was kind of really difficult to do, but that server's long gone. I'll probably redo it someday. And so, the next scene that we're gonna find out is actually right here. The getting ready for battle clip. The scene where Garrett is supposedly dead, but not really, he's not dead. They think he is. So, Henry, Natalie, and Steve, and Dawn and Garrett are preparing for battle. So Henry has his notebook open right here. He's having like all sorts of ideas. Natalie pulls out some iron ingots and crafts them into iron blocks so they can make iron golems. And then Dawn actually uses a bunch of TNT and exploded skeletons to make bones so she can tame a bunch of skeletons, which she will use for battle. And actually, where that scene was filmed is actually right here. I think. And speaking of which, the switch that I used is still here. Even though it was made on Saturday, like 2 days ago for me. So let's we'll go over here, and if you actually could see right here, yes, if you dig down here, there's a big explosion mess inside here. Wow. Alright, well that was insane. But that was the So that was the part where Dawn explodes the skeletons. That looks really cool. Okay, so that part right there is when Dawn explodes the skeletons with the TNT. And for the last clip of today's video is, oh yeah, sorry, I'm missing out. So there will be like a cool part of where, I'm trying to think. So yeah, Steve goes into the mines and mines a bunch of diamond blocks so they can make a diamond sword and diamond armor, even though Steve already had some. But we were just down there, and I'm pretty sure you saw that in the video. So, like I said, they were preparing for battle. Steve says, we're ready. Let's go save the overworld, and they head off to fight the Piglin army. And so, the last location for today's video is actually the part of where they are distracting the Vindicators in the Woodland Mansion. So Henry can go into the loot chamber and find the Earth Crystal. And as we fly over there, I wanted to make an announcement. It's kind of cool that I'm recreating these scenes from the film, and I highly doubt you're wondering, but if you guys are wondering if I ever will make a Minecraft movie in Minecraft, I probably will, but not in the way you think. I want you guys I'm gonna make literally So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna recreate all the scenes from the movie, but the only scenes I'm not gonna recreate are the nether parts and the parts in the real world. Like all the stuff I'm gonna recreate is the parts when they're in Minecraft. And besides, the only thing that I'm not gonna do is show the before when in the real world, on Earth. The part where Jennifer Coolidge and Nitwit the Villager are on a date, and I'm not gonna show the parts of the Nether. So the real world parts, the date with the villager, and the Nether parts, those parts are not gonna be in these recreation videos. And besides, how am I gonna use it? And besides, what am I gonna do for the real one videos, like the day and everything, and the everything else? So I'm just gonna do everything that's actually in Minecraft. So over here, this is actually the part where Steve, Garrett, and Henry are inside the Woodland Mansion, and Steve and Garrett are making a distraction. So this is like really cool. I built like a ginormous, not really a mansion, but a really cool replica of it. And as you guys could probably see, there's a bunch of zombies and skeletons. You can literally see this entire mess with the rotten flesh, the spiders, and the bones. It's very insane. That just proves that I have to spawn the iron golems to kill them. Look, I can literally see a iron golem being hit right now over here. See? Yep. So once again, I added a bunch of dark oak and mushroom trees around the place since this is a woodland mansion. So Steve and Garrett are walking up here, and they walk up here, and then they start singing the birthday rap song and everything else. And of course, let's take a look around this place. Okay, so this dispenser, I was gonna use some spawn eggs in here, but the plan that I was originally supposed to do wouldn't work, so that was a flop. Okay, so they would walk through here, and then let's take a look around this place. So this is the main hall, the staircase that leads upstairs, the front doors, the gold armor, the cool paintings. There's a cool one right there, my favorite, the skeleton one. A cool hallway that actually leads nowhere. Is that Vindicator following me? He sees me, but I'm in creative mode. Sorry. Got some candlesticks right here. And inside this room right here is actually nothing beside the chicken. Chicken jockey. But there's no jockey. About why that chicken is in here is because I actually tried to use a command block to spawn in a chicken jockey, but no matter how many videos and how many I keep looking, every tutorial was wrong. I hate it. So, I hated it, so I'm just not gonna do it. I will do the chicken jockey scene in this Woodland Mansion part, but I just need to figure out how to spawn in a chicken jockey because they're rare. So this is the upstairs, and the upstairs is actually nothing. Henry will run across here to find the loot chamber. And as you guys can see, Henry would walked here. How would he got from upstairs to downstairs? Don't ask me that. But he would have walked over here to sneak past the Vindicators and Invokers, and he would have gone up the steps until he heard a Vindicator, and he was being chased, and he would have ran up, and then that would lead up to the Enderman part in the loot chamber. So over here is actually everyone's favorite part of the entire Woodland Mansion, the freaking fighting ring. And if you look around this place, it's filled with a cool, what do you call these things? I keep carpets. Yeah, cool carpets. And inside is actually the fighting ring. Like, this is the entire fight scene right here. I still need to find a chicken jockey. We got a cool entrance right here, so you could walk through. And this is a little bell. That's what, like, the Vindicator, like, hands the bell, like, yeah, the battle has begun. Let's do this, man. I got a bunch of windows around here, and this is when the fighting would have begun. But, me guys, that is actually all of the scenes that is in today's video. I'm gonna do more recreations in the future. Well, hope you all enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all in the next video. And like and subscribe for more recreation videos. And I'll see you all in the next video. Alright, see you guys. Bye.